everyone. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Happy to find you here. Thanks if you subscribed. I love you for it. Hope you stay for a good long while. Bring a friend with you next time. I am here now to speak about scissors. I know it's hard for me to say scissor. I want to say like scissors, like a pair of scissors. That's what scissor, SZA. The singer SZA appearance at the Super Bowl with Kendrick Lamar, and she had once dated Drake some years ago, many years ago, actually around 2009. So even further back than Serena. So girl, right there. At any rate, let's talk about that performance. So my understanding is she and Drake had more of a fling. It was a playful relationship, but it was a relationship where it was intimate, but it was never, it was just a fling thing kind of thing. And that they have collaborated on songs before, and I think since after the fling, and that it was kind of a childish, innocent kind of playful, it just kind of happened kind of thing. She has since been engaged to an old boyfriend, I believe like high school or a long years ago boyfriend that she had. And that engagement went up and down and it didn't lead to the altar, I'll say it that way. But she seems to have some history of fling type, not necessarily cemented concrete relationship. So maybe it's okay with her. It's all good with her. So they were just a thing, I'll say. But having said that, she still appeared at the Super Bowl. And I guess my view of that would be a bit different, strongly different, I'd say, than Serena's, because Serena is, if you haven't seen that, go check that one out. I just did uploaded that the other day as my views about Serena appearing at the Super Bowl. Girl, you shouldn't have. But anyway, with SZA, I can understand that because she does not have as big a name as Drake, Kendrick Lamar, or Serena, for sure. So it would help her name. The Super Bowl is the biggest, um, the biggest. It actually draws in more concert viewer type. So it's the biggest stage. So for that, it's an opportunity for her. So I get that part. And it was just a fling thing. So I get that part. And there was no dedication or anything. So it helps her career. I get all of that. So I'm okay with that. However, I would have me. Because again, I really believe in cleansing of any connections that would hinder or hurt you or the other person or your next love because of you or the other person. You just can't. That's why love is so unhealthy with people. But anyway, I won't even talk about that. I believe you need to have a clean slate. This is why love is so unhealthy with so many people. But having said that, let's put myself in those shoes. What I would have done if that invitation was offered me and I was SZA, I would have been so grateful because it really gave me a big stage. It is absolutely an opportunity. I would have accepted it as well, with a caveat. That is, let me give you a yes, and I'll get back to you. I probably wouldn't say to Kendrick Lamar because the hate and the disdain and the energy between him and Drake is so hostile. I would leave the and say, I'll get back to you. And because I'm a person who respects all of my loves, I would have contacted Drake. Now, a lot of people go, ooh, that's you don't want to. Let me tell you why. This is a person that I have made music with already. This is a person who was a playful thing. This is a person that it comes across there was at least some synergy and energy, however it ended up, if they ended up really mad at each other later. But I have made and created with this person. So the respect of the work, if we were in some good talks, I would say, hey, I'm being asked to just have a short entry to the Super Bowl. And I just want you to know about that. I want to take this opportunity and I'm going to. I need you to be alerted. I am not saying it to him, that he gets a choice in the matter. I'm saying it to be respectful for the heart of the matter. Because this is why, and this is what most people won't do that, and most people will lose out on the advantageous parts of love, I'll say. Love is an energy that requires no animosity. Love is an energy that requires no animosity. I can't hurt my future love by carrying the animosity unto a stage that big. Because my future love, whether she's seeing that person now or in the future, my future love will be impacted. The energy will make sure of it. Now, if you've seen any of my past videos where I talk about love, the karma of love, and all of that, love and karma will braid themselves together in such a way that you wonder what happened to you and you know it's that. Now, people don't want to say that. They don't want to say, you don't know. You know it by the way the person cannot retain good love again. The karma is not paid. The debt of the karma is not fully paid. And love will begin to escape them. The person who could have caught anybody all the time by just showing up in the room cannot get a number anymore. Because the debt for the other person they try to over is still being paid. Now, people don't want to say that. People don't want to acknowledge that. But this is why the soul of the person is not in synchronicity. It's very real. It's very real. So that's what I would have done. I would have accepted that invitation. But I would have called my ex, who I made this wonderful music with, and I would have said, hey, this is coming. And I really want to take this opportunity, unless you have some reason why I shouldn't. I'm just informing you. And I'll leave it at that. Because that way, I didn't pick a side. One of the things you don't want to do when there is a beefy battle like that between them is get involved with it. You don't want to get involved with it. Especially grown men like that. When two men begin to beef and battle to that degree, the men are no longer battling. The ego is at it. The ego is at it. The ego is at it. The pride is at it. The masculinity is at it. The other thing has the man captured. Because women, we respond differently. We act out. This is why they say hell has no fury like a woman scorned, because she would act it out. Get it out of her. And even though she still may go back, she will act it out. She will act it out. But men, they will continue to thunder with each other because the ego is in operation, is what I'm saying. So for me, I always take the pasture towards peace. At least I try. I take the pasture towards peace. And I begin to be a warrior for peace. But if you don't allow that, and you back me in a corner, I've exhausted every opportunity for peace. And now we can begin warring. Okay? Now we can. But by that time, you are warring all the time, and now you're worn out. And that's how you get captured. That's how you get captured. Don't play with me. Don't do it. This is unnecessary. Love is the most powerful tool and most underused tool when a person gets disenfranchised with one another. So they do things like that. So don't do it. It's just not, it never pays off. And so stay healthy, stay well, treat people kind, and always respect your past love. If you get, some information on somebody from the past, don't try to knock them down. Because let me tell you this part, and I'm wanting to end right here because I've already placed my views on SZA. I'm not even mad at her. Yes, she took her an opportunity and it helped her. But the point that I want to end with is that when it is an issue of vengeance or karma or come getting, it's your turn, payback, and all that, you are not to insert yourself into it. Mm-mm. You, I, us, people, you are not to insert yourself into it when the universe has gotten involved, unless you're called upon. You're not to initiate it, you're not to say, unless you're called upon. And if you're called upon, then you respond. Okay? Let your heart be free of the animosity. Because after all, the greatest vengeance is karma. And let it happen. Not that you want to destroy somebody, but it just might be their time and you are a part of it by default of the badass that you come as. How dare them come for you? Let the universe handle it. Okay? So, having said that, if you've gotten this far, please click like. Please post a nice little comment. I'll see you next time. Have a good one and lovely. Bye.